Hello and welcome to Board Stupid. My name's Wayne.
And I'm Matt.
And Matt, can you predict the future?
No.
No, nor can I.
No. But we're gonna try.
We're gonna
try.
We're gonna try our best. These games that we have picked, it's gonna be the top 10 games we think we'll still be playing in 10 years' time.
Top 10 games that came out in the last 5 years.
So we were real strict. Super strict. We weren't
Yeah, because it's too easy to talk about oh yes, the Through the Desert is gonna be played in 10, another 10,
blah, blah, blah,
so Ticket to Ride. No, we're trying to take a different twist on this and just think about the games that came out recently, so in the last 5 years, which one of them we think they're gonna stick around in the next 10 in this such a saturated market.
Absolutely, and with a little bonus at the end, we're gonna pick 3 games released in the last 12 months.
Yeah, so even more difficult. So, yes.
The legs to go on. You might be very wrong, but that's going to be part of the fun.
Absolutely. So stick around, hit the subscribe button, do it, and let's go.
Let's jump into the future.
Rolling dice, feeling nice, cardboard dreams and game schemes. Click subscribe, it's a vibe. Board Stupid's all we need. Board Stupid, game reviews for you and me. Board Stupid, here's what you should play and see.
Okay, Matt, I think we're going to go from, I suppose, more obvious to less obvious. I feel
let's
kind of rough
try to do that. So again, not in a order of which one absolutely are gonna do. So this is just all right. Let's start with the first one that we think is gonna stick around for a long time. That is gonna be Cascadia.
It's going to be Cascadia. Cascadia was released in the last 5 years, and it is already considered a modern classic, ding, 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 cliche, but it is.
It is. It's
blooming good.
It's such a fantastic game.
Still being supported with expansions.
Exactly. There are expansions coming out. There is a new version coming out as well. And the fact that it's got this kind of such an easy gameplay, easy to grasp sport. So it's a game that you can play with beginner player as well as an expert
with your
player.
family,
and everybody's got to have a good time. And it's beautiful to look at. It's a theme, the nature theme, that it really it's never old. It's always gonna be up and front, being a very good one. So that's why we believe that Cascadia, we might find a copy in 2035 somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the next one, we got a game that is 2022. It's one of our favorite games, but not just because of that is on this list.
Yeah.
And we're talking about
Heat, Pedal to the Metal.
To the Metal!
Which will be racing into the future in 10 years' time, and I think we'll still be playing it. The game seems endlessly customizable, where you can just release new tracks, you can release new cards, new modules. Very modular. The base game itself has tons of variety in the box that will keep you busy for ages. Heat is a fantastic game.
Infinite deck, the upgrading kit cards that you can always reuse. You can do Grand Prix, you can do tournaments, you can do so much things. In a game that as well mechanically is fantastic.
Yeah,
you got really the feel of having a race with the sand management. Again, slightly more complex than something like Cascadia, but I feel that it's going to be one of the games that's going to be in a lot of people's collection if it's not already, and it's going to stay.
It's the premier racing game I feel on the market.
And we heard a couple of rumors directly from Massimo D / Dave of Wonder. They might become the new Ticket to Ride in terms of think about the model. So Ticket to Ride has been around for what, 15 years, 20 years now.
2005.
They keep a new version. We get into that, so I will put an easy bet on Heat, Pedal to the Metal to stick around.
Still be around, yeah. Okay, Matt, the next one on this list is well acclaimed by many people, critics and players alike, and for good reason.
Including us.
Including us. We are both critics and players.
Yeah,
and we acclaim this game.
We're talking about a game from 2020 that's been re-released as well in 2023 with a new version, but the game is the same. The mechanics generally the same. We're talking about Dune Imperium.
Of course.
And we're putting up the original one, the 2020, because it's beloved by so many people, and it's such an interesting and always enjoyable game with a multitude of expansion at this point, with the uprising version that came out when the second movie came out, and I think Dune, the third part, the Prophet, is gonna come out in a couple of years. I'm expecting a new re-release of the game as well.
Yeah, in 10 years time we're gonna see a Dune Imperium.
Yeah, and again,
sure.
it's a beloved IP from a lot of big nerds like us. We love the Dune things, and mixing up to where it's one of those games that IP is, without the IP would have been a fantastic game anyway. And it's so solid.
It's a fantastic game. Great design, very tight, very competitive. Excellent game.
It's got that kind of feeling of the older generation of Euro games.
Yes, it does.
But making it modern. So they mix this the deck building, the
worker placement,
the worker placement,
the fighting, the combat.
And you can make it easier or complex with the expansions, and it's always a thrill to play. And we know that they sold like a bucket, millions and millions of copies, and it's one of those games that's gonna stay in people collection and still is gonna get played for a few years.
We've had the spice, we've seen the prophecy.
We're moving from Arrakis down to Earth, but we're doing it on a plane. That link was hard. Sorry.
That one went hard.
It
went hard. It was good.
Sorry.
I like that.
Sorry. But we're talking about a game that's on this list because it was when it came out, it broke the market in terms of what is this thing?
Yes.
This is so cool. This is a two-player game that is not the usual card game, dual button games, and we're talking about
SkyTeam by Le Scorpion Masqué. What a fabulous game this is, and it also won the Spiel des Jahres, the only two-player game to ever win that award.
And that kind of means something.
It means something. And in a game that is both cooperative and utilizes limited communication, SkyTeam still and is again endlessly modular.
Yes.
You can just expand that game, I feel, forever. Different airports, different things, different tasks.
Different modules that you can attach to the cockpit.
There's loads of stuff you can do with that game. It has so much scope, and it is again still being supported by the Scorpion Masqué. It still feels unique in a period of thousands of games trying to do the same thing. It's still its own thing.
I think it kind of sticked out from the mass because this new way of the two-player games. So creating something that was kind of not there before, or not this well done before. It's a game that you can play with your mate and having a laugh because you're gonna crash your plane. It's a game that you can play with your better half, with your wife or your husband or your partners, and it's with that limited communication it kind of it's a couple therapy you're doing. Trying to read the other people's mind and
really
but
cool.
together trying to achieve something together, and that is and it's challenging, so it's not all right, you do it every time that you play, so you have to retry, let's do another one, let's try one more time. I feel the experience of the game is so good.
It's got legs. It really does have legs.
It's got legs because if you never played it, I will buy it in a couple of years' time. If someone said, I never played SkyTeam, and I know that, it's your present, it's your gift, because it's a £20 game. It's not expensive. It looks absolutely gorgeous, and it's a fantastic experience. So definitely, I think we're gonna find it on the shelves for the next 10 years.
SkyTeam scheduled to land 2035. Okay, but so most of the easy-ish ones I feel like are out
yeah,
the
we've
way.
done the easy.
Audience might disagree, but
Yeah.
I feel like for us, the easy picks were taken.
Yeah,
taken already.
yeah. Now we go a little bit more
Yeah, a little bit more easy.
challenging.
A little bit more challenging.
'cause
That's the
it's-
right word.
Yeah, because we're trying now to go to more like games that they're popular and we got
a bit bigger,
We got
like-
ideas why they might stick around.
Okay.
And
So
yeah,
the next one, we love the theme. We think that's going to be part of the reason why it sticks around. What is it?
yeah, and we're talking about the Lost Ruin of Arnak.
Absolutely, by Czech Games Edition. What a cool game this is.
Yeah. The very specific reason why
Go on.
this game.
Tell us.
So the game itself, it's brilliant. I really love it. I know that you love it slightly less.
But I still like the
it's-
game.
It's
I
a
still like the
very
game.
good game. The fact that it's still pushed by CGE with new expansion, you got
Yeah.
the recently like the big box, that's not gonna stop them to publish more expansion when they add more maps.
It's like a keystone game for them at this
Yeah,
point.
exactly. More modules, more. You can make the games with upgraded component. You make it look great. Why I think is gonna stick around. What we think it is that the theme of the game is so strong. It gives you so much of that Indiana Jones feelings that already brings you into like. I don't know anything about Eurogames. I don't know anything about worker placement, but this is a stepping stone in that direction because the theme, the box, and everything looks so cool.
It does look cool, yeah. Sending your adventure out and fighting monsters and really doing research,
exploring,
all that cool stuff. It's a fabulous theme, fabulous game, and again, it's being constantly supported by CGE as one of their flagship products.
Yeah, and I think it might be what Lord of Waterdeep did in early 2000 for the worker placement, Eurogame, that basically brought people that didn't know anything about that kind of Eurogames, but just because of the theme, people bought it and then loved it, and then they moved on to probably better game if we wanna call it like more. But it's definitely like a step into the hobby. That's why I think the idea why this game might stick around for a long time.
Yeah, so CG supporting in a really cool theme, Lost Ruins of Arnak.
Next one is a game, is an experience, it creates like a buzz all around the world.
It's not just at this point,
It's not just like a UK thing. We were recently in Berlin and everybody was playing this game, like queuing and couldn't wait to play it. And it took the market by storm. And we're talking about
Blood on the Clocktower. Blood on the Clocktower has become more than a game, I feel like. It is its own entity.
It's a cult. Yeah.
It is a cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, people, like you said, playing it all over the world. It's still growing in popularity. When you're going to conventions these days, there are entire like rooms, halls even, booked
it feels like
and
that
put away just for Clocktower.
You can't do a board game con without Blood on the Clocktower. I think the cons are around the Clocktower.
Yeah, absolutely. With, again, this game is being constantly supported. New scripts are being developed, written. You can make your own scripts. It is almost open source. You can create your own roles for your own scripts and really go crazy with it. It has this almost Dungeons and Dragons feel where you have someone that's leading the story, the storyteller. And that is an interesting role in and of itself, creating the environment, making the decisions in some aspects for the players, giving them either right or wrong information. And then the puzzle that comes from that, and the fact that it is such a social game you are. Yes, it's social deduction, but it's more than just, playing some cards.
It's way more than that.
Way more than that.
You are the game. You're not in the game.
Yeah, exactly. You're not abstracted as pieces. You are talking to people to try and figure out the truth.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why that D&D feelings where you are making the games with the people around you. Of course, it's slightly more difficult to play in terms of like you need a larger group, but there are communities like everywhere. That's why we think this game is gonna stick around for a long time, because it's not just like you go to a con or you go to a special place to play Blood on the Clocktower. There are literally like Blood Tower community popping out everywhere around the world. That it's literally mind blowing.
So I think that community spirit and that support by the people that love it is what's going to carry this game all the way to 2035 and beyond.
not on the Clocktower.
Matt, we all know one of the biggest IPs in all of eternity is Lord of the Rings.
It
And this game has a little bit of that on it, and I think that's going to help it move forward.
Quite a lot. That's our thinking. And we're talking about Lord of the Rings Duel for Middle Earth.
Okay.
So let's start from the before 2020. Let's talk about Seven Wonders Duel. Seven Wonders Duel is a game that sold bucket. It's a million expansions. It's a game that millions and millions of people love playing.
Yes.
But it was in the Seven Wonder IP, let's call it.
Yes.
What the guys managed to do is to take what was a fantastic game, and it's gonna be there for a long time still, but put it together with the Lord of the Rings IP, adding more rules, making it really feeling Lord of the Rings. It's not just like slapping on a sticker with Frodo's face on it, but making it feel like Lord of the Rings, and tweaking the rules, adding a little bit of the territorial controls
well,
and,
like that,
and stuff, and put it again in a beautiful production box.
Very nice box.
That still costs like, it's quite a cheap game for
£20,
what, for
£25.
all the stuff that you find in that box.
Great value.
And it's still making it on the basic of that fantastic games that was Seven Wonders Duel. Now, what we think is, in 5-6 year time, the game is still gonna be there, because still people are gonna browse and be like, oh, Lord of the Rings, 2 players, £20. Yes, I'll take it. And they're gonna have a good time with that. It's not just milking. It's not just milking the cow.
Absolutely. If you're looking into those games, you see Seven Wonders Duel, and you go, "Ooh, there's a Lord of the Rings version." I think most people, if they are unfamiliar with it, will probably go and buy the Lord of the Rings version. So I think that supercharging an already great game with a great IP was a great decision.
Yeah, and again, great gift ideas as
Great
well.
gift
Like you say, someone is
so giftable.
Exactly.
So giftable.
That kind of stuff is gonna let having Lord of the Rings Duel for Middle Earth on the shelves for a long time. When we're going now into the difficult territory,
difficult.
Yeah, we're going with the dial is going up and up and up. We're talking about more of a controversial pick, probably.
Yeah.
But it's in here because it's controversial.
And that game is Arx. So Arx is the release by Leader Games, and it is their take on a space opera, utilizing unusual mechanisms that you wouldn't normally expect, and no hexes to be found anywhere.
Yeah.
There is not a hex on that map.
No. So think about playing Twilight Imperium, but with trick taking without the
Any of that. Yeah. And being extremely mean all of the time. All of the time to everybody. That is Arx. Now, one of the reasons why it's on this list is because it is a game that elicits strong feelings, and I think those games sort of start to transcend the boundaries set upon them by being board games.
Yeah.
They become discussion points.
Yes.
They become, almost something people can write a thesis about, like the mechanical design, the artistic design, the concept behind the framework, and the blah, 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 and all this sort of stuff.
And bring it down to earth, it's gonna be, you are at the pub and your mate is gonna be like, you never played Arx? Oh, you must play Arx.
Needs to play Arx.
I'm not saying that you're gonna like it, but you need to
play
try
it. Exactly that. You might not like it, you have to try it. It's that kind of game. And more to the point, other than you have base game Arx, which is totally great, you also have the expansion, which is ridiculous. It's bigger than the game itself.
Yeah, it's the campaign mode.
And it turns it into something, apparently, we haven't played it yet, we're still yet to play it, even beefier, more wild, more esoteric, more unusual and wacky.
Yeah.
And I think all of these things that give people constantly a sense of something to talk about, a sense of discovery,
and
keep it going.
And that's what Leather Games have done already for the last 15 years or something a little bit more. Because if you think of games like Holt or Root or Aoi, they're all games that people constantly like, oh, you need to play it.
You need to try it,
and correctly,
Yeah.
because you need to play those games. You need to get that feeling. You might not like it, but there is always going to be a market for those.
Yeah.
And I feel that Ark's been the latest, so it's past 2020 of this type of titles.
Yeah.
They're always going to find a place on someone's shelf or on a shop shelf, because it's people gonna be like, oh yeah, I heard of it. I heard that it's very weird. Let me give it a go.
Let me try it. I think it's got the legs. And more than that, it also has a great design and the space theme, which is also very popular, because also in this spot could have been something like Molly House, but I think that is much more like a more niche.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So no, we think that Ark's is gonna stay up there for good or bad. We don't know. You tell us.
Yeah, we'll find out. Matt, it's about time for a proper Euro style game.
Yes, we go Euro, but we go Euro in Japan.
That's what we do.
We're talking about the White Castle.
So Matt, what was the reason behind this pick?
So the White Castle is probably one of our favorite Euro game.
Yeah, very tight.
That came out in since 2020, so in the last 5 years, and it's got that old school game like Euro gamings where every single thing that you do, it's got so much like importance. It matters so much, and this is. But again, taking that old school feelings, put it in a magnificent box and production, and making it feel as well modern, because it's not like it's not dull. There is no that moment. It's always like very like up there. The tension is always there.
Yeah, please don't take this. Please let me have that space. Please, all of that sort of stuff. Very tense.
It's just kind of like the pinnacle of like modern old style Euro games, let's say.
Yeah, in a very, very, how is it, 9 actions or something, like 18 actions?
Yeah.
So tight. That game is over before you know it. And it's in a small box, De Vere style, just about closes.
Yeah, it's hard.
But I think that was one of the games that I think helped explode De Vere's new wave of games that they're releasing. They're constantly doing something. And again, they're supporting it constantly. I feel like this might be a favorite for a lot of people in another 10 years. Still.
Yeah, it's we know that it's gonna be our favorite for a long time.
Both really like that game. It's really good.
Again, the theme helps because it's Indo-Japan. Like it's a very cool, nerdy things. We all love the everything Japanese is cool. You got a samurai and you got a castle and you got like that's super cool. That's why we believe that White Castle's got the legs to stay up there for a long time.
Yeah.
Last one for this lot of 10 is a little bit of a cheating, but it's not.
No, it's somewhat controversial pick.
But we're talking about a re-implementation of a game.
Yes.
And this case we're talking about
Cyclades Legendary Edition. Now, you might be saying, people at home, Cyclades already existed before 2020, and that's exactly what I said to Matt. Yes, it did. But this game is different enough that I think you would never ever want to buy the original.
No, there is literally no reason, no point whatsoever.
Just ignore the fact that it existed.
Like, you literally,
Like the Cyclades Legendary is significantly better. It has more replayability. It is in a nicer production. It is a fabulous game.
Yeah, it's a 2.0 version of the rules. So they took the original rules, they rejiggled them, took the rules from different expansions that came out. They put it all together, making it more streamlined and creating what we think is one of the best like area control games. That is not just that, because at the same time it is a bidding game, and it's difficult to understand where one starts and the other one finishes, because it's the bidding and the area control are so integrated within each other that it's not one is the main mechanics and the other one is the secondary. They go very well together.
Absolutely, yeah. Cyclades Legendary is a fantastic game. If you like area control type games already, and we do.
Yeah.
If you like bidding games already, and we do.
Yes, we do.
You've got to try Cyclades Legendary, and we think that this game, in its current guise, will completely replace the original one.
And
will be around. It already has.
Burn it, and then go buy the new one. If you love Cyclades, the original one, you can take the original one, just throw it out.
And the game is good enough that it will be around for a little while.
Yeah, again, it's very well supported as well. I would not surprise if there are more expansion coming out in the future, but it's kind of like what we think might be another modern classic for especially if you love that genre. It's a game that you kind of like need to have. If you're watching this video in 2034 and you're looking for a great area controller and you never have, this is the game.
Absolutely. So me and Matt are gonna have a little bet now. We're gonna bet with you guys at home.
Yeah.
These are 3 games that we think, again, released in the last 12 months.
Yes.
Ooh, it's a tight one.
Yeah, so there's not much like metric on how the people are reacting to them. We know there are all games that are beloved, but still some of them they just came out on this or that market. Some of them still really in the process of being delivered. But yeah, those are the 3 bets. These are not safe bets. These are the opposite.
These are the opposite of a safe bet, bro.
All right, let's go with the first one.
Compile. We love Compile,
Could he make it? Could he not?
but we think it might do because it's A, incredible production.
Yep.
B, has been gobbled up now by Pegasus Spieler, I think.
Yeah, there are a few
publishers
publishers.
So like,
Yeah.
it's safe. C, good price point. D, fantastic game.
Yes.
Like all of these 4 things make this like a probably a good bet.
Yeah, so the main 2, that is the second iteration of the game, is coming out.
And it's safe.
It's actually coming out, so finally we can say that it's gonna arrive to people's houses, especially because I pre-order it. So I would like to have it.
Absolutely.
But again, you can just buy one of the box and having tons of play. You can buy 2 boxes, main 1 and main 2 at this point. I'm sure there's gonna be main 3, main 4, main 5. It can be developed forever without having the pressure of being a TGC. So you can just buy the box and play a ton with what you got in the
very giftable, very beautiful game.
It's a beautiful game. Yeah, exactly. If you know someone that loved cards game, off you go. There you go. And that's
They'll have a great time.
Yeah. So if nothing else goes wrong and the guys keep pushing main 3, main 4, blah blah blah, it might stick around for a long time. And it's a fantastic game. Very well acclaimed around.
Yes.
Number 2, we're talking about
Endeavour Deep Sea. This is super recent.
Yes.
And a couple of reasons. A, well, it just won the Kenner Spiel des Jahres.
Yes.
So that is always helps.
Yeah, because then people gonna go out and say, oh, which game won in 2025? Endeavour Deep Sea. I must see it. Even if it's in 10 years' time. Like today, you might be like, oh, I want to try. I heard about Through the Desert.
Yeah,
you go and buy it and you're gonna have a good time. And Endeavour Deep Sea might have that things of like in a few years' time, people look back and be like, oh, this game won the Kenner Spiel. Let's have a look.
And as well as that, there is an expansion on the way, which will be delivered, I think, in a year and a half's time.
Yeah,
so
a couple of years.
It's going to be supported as well. So, and then there may be another one. So I've got a good feeling about it.
Yeah. That is definitely
one
got legs. We'll see what happens with that.
But Matt, what have we got for the last?
The last one, we got one of the games that we most loved and in the last 12 months, and we're talking about Rebirth.
This one I think is probably, as you said, the least likely because it's a Knizia tile layer that is in a market of other Knizia tile layers.
Yeah, if Knizia please stop like bringing out 5 games a minimum every 3 months, no, you keep doing it.
Yeah, we love you, Doctor. But also, I think what we talked about was this felt like a culmination of some of his design principles in some ways in a beautiful production.
Yeah,
but it has everything. It's like a best of with like.
Yeah, exactly. It's what we normally, when we describe to the people what Rebirth is just like distill what Knizia done in the last 20 years and put it in that beautiful production that Mighty Boards have done.
Yeah.
It's a shame that I think it's been released in the UK. Then it's been released into the US a year later.
And then Germany, literally last month or a couple months.
Something like that. So the distribution of the game has been a little bit here and there. Yeah. That might not have helped the game to come out, because we might have talked it on a UK channel to the UK people. Yeah. The US people, we saw a lot of people that were interested and say like, this never arrived. This is still hasn't arrived.
Oh, we had it before, and a lot of our US commenters were saying, yeah, we still don't have it. We still don't have it.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that game for months afterwards.
Yeah,
after we got it,
exactly. So that probably didn't help.
Yeah.
But maybe this is more like
a slow burner. Maybe.
yeah, it might be a slow burn. It might be that the people who are actually playing it love it so much they're gonna rate it so highly that it's gonna get more legs. But yeah, we think it's a fantastic game, and it's definitely gonna be in our houses for the next 10 years.
I'm still playing it. I'm still playing it. So that was us looking into our crystal ball, doing our tarot cards.
It was really
with a
hard.
finger in the air, looking at the tea leaves. This is what we did.
It's really hard because these 10 games, 13 games that we talked about it, some of them, they're not our favorite game ever, but it's just like...
Some of them are.
Some of them are. And there are some logic behind, like market, like sellability, giftability. Is it a word, giftability?
It is now.
Yeah, fair enough. There are a lot of them, and it's difficult
It was difficult. We
to
also considered games like Flip 7 and these party-style games, but I think Matty made a good point where they can feel disposable in some ways because they might end up in Argos or your local supermarket, and then the next month there will be something else, and we'll all forget about that.
Because it's
as much as I think Flip 7 is.
Yeah, because we were talking about the case of Slide.
Slide 7 was another one.
Yeah, Slide and then Flip 7. Slide that sold out like everywhere. At a certain point, it seems like that was the games that would have like make the mega boom because in France and
everyone loved it and blah blah.
And then Flip 7 came out and it broke all the records before. So it's a difficult market because it's so much more like general user consumer that it's difficult to keep up with the
very difficult.
Party games.
Yeah, it's difficult to be the next Codenames, the next not just one. Like they're really hard to pick. So I think we tried to be a bit easier on ourselves in that way.
But at the same time, so like even bigger stuff, like I wanted to put on the lead Oddsworn because I think Oddsworn is the new Gloomhaven, even better than Gloomhaven, but it's not that easy for people to buy it. It costs a lot
to make it. Maybe it won't be in print.
Yeah, exactly. So it's those are very difficult. I really hope that maybe it's going to be Oddsworn 5 in 2035. So I really hope for them to achieve that. But yeah, that was quite difficult to do, but I think like hopefully you enjoy this thing. So we definitely want to hear your 10 games that you think are gonna be around for the next 10.
Here's the rules. Must have been released as of on BGG in the year 2020 or beyond.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to hear...
No cheating.
No cheating. I need to hear those games, absolutely. What you think will still be around in 2035.
Yeah.
So there'll still be some version of that game floating around that you can go and buy, a new version of it. So let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you want more Board Stupid, we recommend that you don't need to look into the future, just click the link to the Patreon.
Yeah, click the link to the Patreon. You can help us, help the channel up till
our future.
Till 2035, maybe.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
if you help support us, our future is more games. More content for you.
But yeah, we are uploading a lot of exclusive content just for the Patreon, and we're giving something to you for being kind and helping growing as a channel. And we just like, we love you. So
yeah, thank you very much. And if you can't do that, then we always appreciate the subscribe button. If you can hit that for us, that's always super nice as well. Lots of love to all of our subscribers. And as well as that, check out the rest of our content.
No, before that, if you are from 2035, let us know which games are still around.
Please, yeah. If you're in the future, let me know.
Or maybe they invented the time travel by then.
Oh,
so
maybe?
you can come back before this video comes out and actually tell us.
YouTube might not even be here. That would be sad.
Who knows? But anyway,
check out the rest of our content and we'll see you on the next one. Ciao.
What's to be, game reviews for you and me. What's to be, here's what you should play and see.